Welcome back everyone to Let's Play World Waves 2 as Japan, episode number 67. And we now have a timeline. December 1941. December 7th, 1941. A day which will live in infamy. Only if you're the Americans, for the Japanese it'll be a day of glorious success. Well, actually we don't know if it'll be the 7th. The game will randomly generate a date for us. Hopefully. I think I'm going to abuse the reload system, quitting and retrying as many times as possible, trying to get a surprise attack. Although, I'm pretty skeptical about it, unfortunately. It would be nice, but I don't think it's going to happen. In my experience, it's very hard to get those things to work. Okay, so I think I remember, this bug may have been fixed, but now I remember why you don't want to refit one ship while you don't have any other ships of that kind in the game. I think that once there's no other ships here, or at least it used to be like this, if there's no Shinigami class here, I think that the new one can have a new speed. It can have those like special effects where it's like, oh, we found it's faster than its design speed, or conversely it's slower. So that used to be the case where if you sent all your ships in to refit, if they didn't find one there, it would re-trigger that event. So they may have fixed that though. Anyway, budget looks just about as close to zero as we can get. Ah yes, there was a very good comment, I think, about starting to prepare my my Air Force, I should say. And for this, God, I really, really wish we had a means of looking at our bases. I guess I can just click on things directly. So we don't have any, we have one battery there. Is it going to tell me? Yeah, no. Yes, it does tell me the airfields. Okay, so this is actually, it's good enough. And I'm pretty sure we're going to end up fighting this area still. Although, you know what? The United States doesn't have any. It has zip, zero, none bases down here, which might make it so that it's not a heavily contested point. Obviously, the ones that are going to be a little bit more heavily contested is right here. So let's go ahead and build a base. Let's get another 6-inch gun. Okay. And then let's build a air base in Japan. Okay, so that'll be some amount of money going to some of this construction, which is fine. We also want to start looking at the air groups. I think some of these are not fully, so Pontianak. Where the hell is Pontianak? Oh, I'll never figure it out. I'll just look down this list. Okay. It's Borneo. Okay. Well, I don't think we're going to... I'll increase the size, because why not? But I don't think that Pontianak... we haven't had a naval battle by it yet. So just somebody can give me... Oh, we don't have a template. Oh, no, we do. Here we go. What did I end up doing? Another set of torpedo bombers? Yes, that is what I ended up doing. Okay. I don't know if that's the best decision. I mean, it certainly is if you can end up getting... a battle close enough to use your torpedo bombers, but that's certainly not a guarantee. That's fine, we'll do it. And you guys will be on reserve. No, don't actually move to... Oh, god damn. Okay, so I want you... You're in reserve. So this will be 14 out of 20 eventually, I guess? Okay, fair enough. Okay, so at least we know what we need to do. We just need to spam torpedo bomber for like all of these. Oh yeah, Hong Kong. Airbase Hong Kong, what does Airbase Hong Kong mean? Right. I think we can scrap this one. We have Takao, and what else do we have? Okay, so let's just look. That's Southeast Asia. Let me try to get the actual base. Yeah, there's nothing here. So that's funny. Actually, it only shows the aircraft which are at a particular place. Airfield. Does it say that? Okay, so it does say airfield. I see. So it does tell me which ones have airfields. And you don't have an airfield. You don't have an airfield in either of those places. So I think that Fort Bayard might be a good candidate instead of Hong Kong. Oh, both of these are... Okay, so then that's not as good. I was thinking how... So we kind of wish we had Henan. Where is our San Shakes? Okay, there it is. Speaking of San Shakes, looks like we'll have to increase it. So maybe Hong Kong isn't so bad after all. Because it will... I mean, it kind of... Okay, so circle here, and then circle here. Then we'll have... Then we need one in Da Nang as well, which is here. Let's do that. I'm going to go ahead and do this. It's going to be a little bit crazy. And we can move aircraft back and forth depending on the war. I mean, this is all theory crafting because we know what war exactly is going to happen. We also know it's the last war that will happen for us. So, but this seems like a smart decision. San Shakes, Da Nang, Hong Kong, and Takao. So if they get into this little area, I mean, this is where the battle generator just does stupid things. And this is why you would want to... I thought about this the other day. I was thinking, you know what would be really cool for the Rule the Waves battle generator system is like a campaign system. And by that I just mean, okay, this is a campaign. This is a campaign. But what if there was like a series of battle events which would trigger, like it would be a flow chart. Like it would generate a battle. Okay, I guess this would take quite a comprehensive understanding of the game, of the different territories, but it's not impossible. It certainly would be. I mean, I'm envisioning right now programming it. You have 2 American territories here, and you have like Japanese territories all around. So the battle generator just takes a territory, 2 territories. Yeah, we can keep it simple. It can take 2 territories, and it can just have like a tug of war towards or against as a series of battles. So let's say that it chooses, I don't know, let's say it chooses Northern Marianas. So the first battle happens maybe in Guam, and then the next one happens closer to Saipan. If you win it, if you lose it, maybe it gives the enemy an invasion battle also in Guam. I mean, I don't know, something which flows more than just, having, my favorite example always is when we as the Germans fought the Americans in the Baltic, which, we had tons of air cover. They would never go there. There's like no reason why the American fleet would suddenly sail themselves to their death. Anyways, Tortuga, we gotta focus. We gotta get back to the game. So we have a good system set up, which means we do need to improve. Yeah, we do need to improve the Hong Kong holding. Somewhere, there it is. Build, expand. We're building, and the others are at 80. Okay, so Sasebo. Let's look over here. Sasebo, that's a good one. Let's actually build that one up. Okay, we only need to try to make it. Air power, first of all, is becoming more and more important. Okay, Numea and Apia. So this is all, this is everything. We want a naval air base on all of them is what we're saying. Do I want that? Is that true? I think I'm going to say yes. And do I need a second one? Well, this has been a pretty heavily contested point, so sure, why not? We probably don't need medium bombers actually on here. So what's Buka looking like? So we might want to swap. This is one. I'm going to move one of these torpedo bombers over to Shortland. And what I'm going to do here is actually put a second group of either flying boats or medium bombers. Let's take a look. This will be more of an aircraft focused episode, I can tell. Oh boy, we have a lot of stuff which we probably need to obsolete. These are still in development? Yeah, but this one is 4412, significantly worse. Range-wise, yeah, so it's not even that much worse, but it is worse. That's for flying boats. Okay, so let's obsolete you. We have 2 medium bombers. Range is slightly better on this one, but the speed is better on this one. The reliability is good on this one. It has better speed and only like just the faintest, the smallest, tiniest difference in range. Less toughness, more maneuverability. I don't think that those are going to... I mean, I'd prefer the toughness, but I don't think it'll matter too much. So let's obsolete this guy. Looks like we don't have any of those anyways. I have good reliability on this one, so it's like the known quantity is better. We still have 2 flying boats, but everything else is 1-to-1. And what are we building right now? We're not doing anything. Okay, well then what do I want? Yeah, what I really want is... Okay, torpedo... The medium bombers can carry torpedoes, and so can torpedo bombers. Actually, a torpedo bomber might be the next thing I need. Oh no, we don't have a new dive bomber for quite a while, so let's go ahead and request a new dive bomber. These are going to start to become... very good. So range, I think, is important for it. And second priority is speed. I mean, I feel like a broken record. Actually, honestly, with this, it could go... I think we probably do want to do bomb load first and then range. Yeah. And maybe even bomb load and speed. This is kind of crazy, but I don't think our dive bombers... They're going to be improved in range, I'm sure. But I don't think that we need them to have that much range. But that's not true because, no, their bomb load, their range is essentially their bomb load. I have already had this discussion, I know for sure. But it's a good little decision. We'll go with range. I think it's a little bit more important. Yeah, I mean, they're interconnected. Okay, so if they're interconnected, then let's do it the other way around. And do we want to keep putting... So this is done, but yeah, so here we're going to go with the medium bombers because they can now use torpedoes. Although I mentioned this and somebody confirmed, flying boats really ought to have torpedoes at this point. Just seems a little bit weird that they don't. So we're going with the 2 medium bombers here, mostly because Shortland is right nearby and we can do torpedo bombers and maybe even a group of fighters, which we haven't done yet. I haven't put fighters anywhere. Fighters are only for carriers. It shouldn't be that way necessarily, but actually I think it actually does make sense in this game to do something crazy like that, where you're more offensive with your airfields, because you don't really care. They're not really strategic resources in a battle. Like the airfield, the shape of the airfield does not matter to me once I exit the battle. All I want is that airfield to dump as much of an attack. And I don't know how much the escorts, if they would even, if the fighters would even have the range to escort anything. I don't know how much of a difference that would make, but a lot of my optimization, actually, I'm just saying this out loud, I'm thinking on the fly here, it seems to come in a risk-averse way of predicting game mechanics. I don't know if fighters will help, but I know that torpedo bombers will help on an airfield, a land airfield. So I'm gonna get torpedoes. Alright, go ahead and buy it, especially because you're my ally. Okay. So I think we just let time pass a little bit. And yeah, it's gonna be expensive, getting all these new airfields and airplanes. This is the one time I guess I would have wished if we had some kind of holding. We could start fortifying it. Okay. 145, 500 nautical miles. 145 seems pretty fast. Okay, we got an improved torpedo bomber. That's perfect because I didn't get another one. And how is it improved? Wait a second. Oh, there it is. Firepower goes from 3 to 4. I mean, I shouldn't be picky. An upgrade is an upgrade, but this is like the least significant improvement I've ever seen. Hard to even justify building a whole new plane for that, but go ahead. I mean, they're giving it to us for free, so whatever. I must have not been paying attention when some refits finished, because now we have a huge positive monthly balance, which is good because what do we need? Destroyers, I'm kind of thinking. 24. We could definitely do with some more destroyers. Although I guess, judging by the discrepancy between the two tonnages, we have quite a few under reconstruction right now, and that's the truth. Let's see. I don't know. We haven't really built our like end game. I guess the Kagegurus are like the end game carriers. They really do function well enough. But we could build another end game carrier, which is even better. Like, what did these guys have for torpedo defense? 3? Okay, they do at least have torpedo defense 3, and we've already seen them. We've already seen that keep them alive. Let's see. Let's compare ourselves to the Americans, which is always a depressing thing. So 25 to 8, 3 to 1. I'm okay with that. Well, make that another 18 on top of that. Now that's getting a little bit more depressing. 40 to 8, so 5 to 1. It's brutal. Only 10 to 6 here, so we will start already with the carrier disadvantage, but not an insane disadvantage. One that I think we could fight our way out of. Okay, 7 to 1 in terms of light carriers. That's not as nice to look at. 6 to 5. Oh, sorry, 8 to 5. 16 to 5 in terms of light cruisers. I guess light cruisers what I should do next as well. Is just get ourselves the really heavy anti-aircraft one. I wonder if I probably could do actually like a super CLAA and just put a bunch of torpedoes on it too. It sounds fun to design, so I think I'll design it even if we don't end up building it. Something with like, I think 2 side mount torpedoes, 5-inch guns with dual purpose, and then also 3-inch dual purpose secondaries. I'm going with the 3-inch because they might help more than 4-inch. I don't know. Lots of destroyers. Okay, 3 to 1, but 3 to 1, that might be the best ratio. I mean, besides carriers, it's really one of our better ratios, so we should take it. Yeah, this is only 3 to 1 as well, the light cruisers, but yeah, I mean, just only having 6 is so few. We're probably not gonna get them where we want them. At the same time, if we know we're only a year and a half away from declaring war, we're not gonna be able to get out new light cruisers in time. Still, I guess that means the time to build them was yesterday, and it's not. The war with the US is probably not going to end immediately. Likely going to drag on for a little bit at least. Which probably gives us enough time to try to get one out. We're going to have to worry about getting out a new destroyer as well, I think. But let's just try this, because I'm kind of interested in trying out this idea I have. Yeah, 5-inch guns, is that already some weird thing? Yeah, insufficient topside. So this is kind of what I was saying. Whoa, wait, why? Why doesn't? Oh, we don't. Oh my gosh, we don't have. Can you put dual purpose in? Is this a destroyer? What if we do this? I mean, I would much rather 5-inch guns. Let's take this down, and then let's go down to 3-inch dual-purpose guns. So first of all, let's look. We are at 27. That almost doubles with 4 AA directors, which is quite powerful. Take this down to 0 just for now, but now let's just see how absurd we can make this. This is weird. It actually does decrease when I add the first one. And I thought it didn't work that way. This is weird because it must not work the way I think it works. Sorry, I just have to do this. But it should not ever go down. I thought that this only... So the first gun I thought was not affected, but the second gun is affected by only uses like 40% of its dual purpose ratio or whatever. Anyway, let's just see what happens. So we're at 53. And putting this much on it already gets us above 53. Okay. We're still under on weight. We're all okay. So we can get a ship. Unfortunately, if this was 5-inch dual-purpose guns, I'm pretty sure. I feel like almost just cheating, saving the game, unlocking the technology for myself. It's just stupid. Obviously, we would know how to do... I mean, like, I know in reality, some 5-6 years after you had unlocked dual-purpose guns for 4- and 6-inch guns, there's just no way you wouldn't know how to do it for 5-inch guns. It's kind of a little bit silly. The way it doesn't progress in order. It's just, I've already said it. It's preposterous. Anyway, so in this case, what does it mean? Well, it means that, shoot, we can take this down. Not even by that much. $9,900 is going to be our goal. We'll just slow this down a little bit. Easily going to get it. Probably a 2-inch deck. I don't think we need much more than that. We can probably drop this down even more. Okay. 9,000 seems like a good target now. Although, frankly, we're pretty close to where we want to be anyway. We'll take the 90 mines just for the moment. We'll go over here and... yeah. Okay, perfect. We'll take this down. Oh, this is actually getting problematic, sorry. I'm getting close to something that I actually like. Minesweeping gear, I wouldn't mind it. These are not supposed to be engaged. I mean, this is insane. Wait, what am I doing? This is insane. These are 4-inch guns on the light cruiser. It's a 9,000-ton light cruiser with 4-inch guns. Also, it doesn't have as many torpedoes as I want. I want more. Oh my god, it's so beautiful though. Wait. We have starboard? No. Look at 71, 67. I'm losing those. Those don't make any sense. I want centerline, for crying out loud. Okay. They can only carry that. That's fine. This is giving me a lot of weight back. Go back to 90. Now I can get my more torpedoes. Increase. Okay, so now we have end torpedo reloads. We can do it if we drop this down. And torpedo reloads, as I mentioned before, make a lot more sense to me on light cruisers, which are probably going to survive. So this basically becomes a big destroyer. A 9,000-ton destroyer. Which is insane. Also, we don't need that much armor on 4-inch guns. So we'll go back down to 2.5, I think, even. Which saves us a little bit of weight. Why? Wait. It's so little to armor them, though, that you might as well. Holy cow. Okay, so we have 4-inch guns, center line. All over the place center line, by the way. Yeah. This 3-3, I mean, this is basically in Atlanta. Which, gosh, I'm blanking now. It might have been a 3-2. 3 turrets in front and 2 in back, but it had the rear-facing one, right? Or was it 2 super? Oh, God. I can visualize ships right now. Maybe it's the Japanese one that I'm visualizing, which had the super. I don't know. Anyway, this is going to have a lot of AA. If this was 5-inch guns, it would actually be pretty cool. Because it's not. It's kind of goofy. Yeah, we'll do something like this. 68. Oh my gosh, it's like I'm close to actually accepting this. Now, how much of this 64? Yeah, so this actually means a lot more when there's less of the other 4-inch guns, which is interesting. Okay, we still have two aircraft. We have no catapult. Well, that has to change. Okay, come on guys, work with me here. There we go. We're 20 overweight, that's fine. We have 20 mines we can get rid of if we need to. Alright, so what does this look like? Okay, there is centerline crowding. Blast. I mean, I really hate this turret. God, I hate this whole design. It doesn't even have torpedo defense. I'm just closing it, damn it. It was fun to make, but unless we have 5-inch dual-purpose guns, I can't justify it. I cannot justify it. Like, let me just quickly make a different version of that. What if we had like a 6-inch gun, which can actually do dual purpose? What if we got this one up? Just drop all this down. Put this up, dual purpose. This is 59. I mean, yeah, basically, you might as well just do something which actually matters. Clear these turrets. I mean, this might be worth doing. Superimposed aft, centerline superimposed, and aft, do it in double turrets. Hell, we could do it. Didn't I already do this once? In triple turrets. Okay, all's okay here. We're definitely going to want more mounts. Okay. And increase the rear ones as well. I just want a lot of torpedoes on this thing. With torpedo reloads. Down at 31. Deck to 2. Not that it matters. Turrets, now these are actually worth armoring. Torpedo defense of at least, well, let's do 2. Going over here, gonna want seaplane with 2. Don't tell me what I can and can't do. Now, how would this affect things? Yeah, changes it by 2. So you can see it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. Now, what are we doing here which is so insane that we are just like way, way, way over? Oh, well, I mean, okay, this is a pretty small number. Still, we're going down to 30? Feel like we should be doing something like this as well. Okay, that's a good point. We will need to launch a catapult. So we'll just put those there and we'll add a catapult. Which, by the way, we're going to have to... Yeah, damn it. It doesn't work. Midship. Well, I guess we can just split the difference. Not the kind of catapult. That doesn't make any sense, but whatever. Okay, it's fine. You know, it doesn't really matter. These don't actually obstruct the catapult, so we can do something like this. Okay, fair enough. Oh boy. Slightly overweight. Okay, that's fine. Now, this is a much more sensible ship. Darn, I was like, we'll just drop some mines. We don't have any mines. And actually adding these to triple and all that doesn't have any effect on... Yeah, I don't know about this. So I think if I just drop this one superimposed, we're at right now 10 guns. We can easily get to 9 again just by doing this, and then the catapult can go back to here. This can go up to here. This looks a lot better. Okay. And we can do this, right? Now. How does this looking now? We're underweight now, which is nice. How far underweight? Not enough. No, nowhere near enough. Magazine box is going to make a lot of sense in this case. Not magazine box, sorry. Inclined belt. And unit machinery. Oh, I almost forgot. Oh gosh, I almost forgot. I'm sure people were screaming at the screen, and rightfully so. We're going to have to jump this up, I think, a little bit. That doesn't really do it. Conning tower down to 2. We just need to squeeze out a little bit more ammunition, and I also want to squeeze out, if I can, some mines. 6 mines? That's not what I'm looking for. Is it worth dropping something here? I don't think so. I really like the way this ship is going to fight. Saves us 150, but I think this thing may end up getting hit by torpedoes. Just don't tell them that they don't have any AA. Whoops. This is meant to escort carriers, so it's really supposed to not... I mean, it's capable of fighting ships too, though, so it's not really... doesn't matter that much. 160 is... I don't want to drop that anymore, though. Man, I just don't see any other way of doing it. It's a pretty mediocre gain to get 34 more. $34 more would just give us essentially 40 mines. That's pretty good, though. Just basically do it like this. Okay, well, shoot, this is honestly not a bad... We don't have a whole lot of options here, do we? Okay, Shinjitsu. That sounds good enough. Okay, let's do a final review. I was thinking about changing some of this stuff. Like, what if we went to diesel? Yeah. I don't even know if we have diesel. But I wanted to check. Yeah, improves by 3. It's just so minor. Lots of torpedoes with reloads, lots of AA directors. Could have sacrificed some of our mines for light or medium guns, but these, if they're targeted, I'm just going to live with it. We're going to, be happy they're not hitting whatever else is there. I like everything else. I think it's a good ship as is, unfortunately. I mean, the only thing I could do is really an aesthetic thing. Instead of R, I can try V. I really wish I could get it right on top of that. Is it possible? Let's see. W? No. This is close enough. It's fine. Okay, well, the Shinjitsu. I didn't really expect to be doing this, but here we are, building a new light cruiser. There it is. Really good dual-purpose guns, though. I mean, 59 heavy AA. It's quite nice. Okay, perfect timing. Oh, additions during development has made her somewhat sluggish. Well, that's unfortunate. Didn't I just, obsolete something because we expected her to not be bad? Now she's bad? Well, we don't know what that means, actually. What does sluggish mean? So she has better range. That should mean that her speed has dropped even more, but I don't know. Again, the main thing is they don't have torpedoes, which is not good. Not good at all. Where's our dive bomber? Oh my gosh, we really need to update that, which we are, so no worries, but definitely need to do that. Okay, 2 more months. Okay, Okay. The Hornet. Isn't this funny? Wow, really went up on that belt armor. And surprisingly not on the deck. Oh, okay. I forgot to reattach the stuff to everyone. Okay, let's rework the design just to see too. I don't know why or how that happened, how we got 2 out of it. Is it worth this? Yes. 318 is fine for 2 extra mines. I think it'll have 0 impact on the game completely. So it should not have been done, but it has been done. I wanted to look at this speed of our flying boats. So I saw 150. Was that max speed? If so, they're slower. If it's cruise speed, they are much faster. And range of 500, that seems to fit. I don't know if they're quoting medium range. Again, we don't know these things. What does combat range mean? Which one of these? If it's medium range, we're on par. If that's supposed to be their long range, then they're lacking. And if that's their short range or heavy load range, then yeah, their thing has really good range. Okay, same thing. Oh no, this is not the same thing. 3-inch deck, or 3-inch belt, 2-inch deck, 2 turns. 60 aircraft. Okay, fighters. Now I was eventually going to get to a new fighter as well. This new one is faster, has less range. Significantly. Oh my gosh, it's firepower. So we have crossed the threshold. Yeah, so obviously we have to take this, even though it's worse. Wait, no, it's better at range. What? What is it not better at, Tortuga? No, it's better at everything. So just take it. In fact, you can immediately go and... I'm not even going to look at this. We're just going to go to the build screen, build 3 of them. Seem to be even short on the number we could build. So it's probably time to design and construct some more destroyers as well. I feel like we're always designing destroyers. Same kind of idea here though. We know that like we have some better assurance that destroyers will be attached to my carriers, which means we have reason to try to make these even more dual, like air, whatever, AA focused. So I don't care about the speed being that high. 8 is good. This, definitely not. Definitely not. I want all the K guns I can get and increase the storage. Okay, so let's see what happens. Nothing, something. So we can get much better. Yeah, we only need 6 to be able to get some benefits from dual purpose guns. I mean, some significant ones. We actually got 21. The first one doesn't change anything, but even the second one, even 4, does something. Although it's 4 guns for 2 heavy AA. Now it's only 2 guns helping, and 2 guns helps again. Okay. So we want more than this. Ammunition-wise, let's put it to like 175. And we could be doing 5-inch guns. Of course, then we couldn't be doing dual purpose, though. That's so funny. So we have to do this. It's just really funny. So, are we not centerline smushed? No, just overweight. Okay, well what if I delete this and add... It's not there. Yeah, there's no after... Oh, I think that this is occupying it. Let's find out. It was. Oh, yeah, sorry. Well, I can still squish those on. They'll just have to be a little bit further up. Yikes. Okay. That actually fits without even changing the smokestacks that we have. Why are we at negative 20? We were already at negative something. I don't know if this helped at all. I think it did. Okay. 34. We're already at speed. Well, this gives us a pretty substantial amount, 60 to go up to 2,000. I think it's worth it. I mean, honestly, I don't think we can get away with adding another one of these. We definitely can't add that much. Yeah, it is 7-line crowding to get the next one, which is what I expected. I still don't think we did that bad of a job. Okay. Maybe like this, and then put you up here. I think I like that a little bit better. And I would like still to add more secondary guns too, but can we get away with it? Oh, we can. So this goes up to 29 now. So we still have 8 torpedoes. We have good ammunition. I think 29 on a destroyer it's good. 13 mines we can get as well. Well, we had space, so we might as well use it up, right? Okay. What do you have to say about this? Damn, I forgot. You can only get away with like 8? Okay, so we can get away with 8. Which means we still have 25 available. If we had quintuple, I would do it. We don't. This is too many for just mines. It's kind of a tough call. I don't know what to do with the remaining weight. Yeah, that's not going to work. Unit machinery. Oh my gosh, it's a sign. Oh, I remembered for once. It's really, I don't know why. It's just because it's new and my brain already has this pattern of thinking it knows what it needs to do. And that's not in my brain's pattern. But I'm really glad we thought about it for a little bit longer. I think this is a good vessel. This will serve as a good destroyer. Yeah, we'll go ahead and rubber stamp it. Get in there. And just confirm yes. Okay. Air search radar is going to be very important. Rework the design. We got an extra mine out of it, which of course I will take. Won't have any effective difference ever, I'm sure. We go one more. By all means. And we go to the build screen. And we get another 4, 5, 6. We get another 6. Okay, and that should do it for this episode. Should probably do it for the remainder of our ship building as well. We should ask the question if we want to try to do anything with submarines. I don't think so, but if we don't want to do anything, it's almost better to just like scrap the entire lot, because this view just won't have any effect. Now, I don't think the United States is vulnerable to submarine warfare, like, at all. So that might make it even more of like a potential strategy to just get rid of submarines, since we won't be using them, but you know what we can try to do? We can try to use them as in a fleet role, like the Japanese historically did. But in this case, I think it'll be worth it. Okay, and Daigojis, we have to rebuild you as well. This is going to be expensive. Still don't have those quality 116-inch guns though, huh? Yikes. Okay, so let's see, 25, wow, 35, 40, 44, why not? That's pretty powerful. We'll probably need to adjust this, but you know what? I'm going to do this fix next episode because I'm running out of time here, so I guess, yeah, we'll call it here. A year and a couple months, I think we'll probably get to the point, since we're, I think, more or less done with all our ship designs, we should be able to get to the brink of war next episode. Start the war, and yeah, and that'll bring us to a conclusion eventually. So until the next episode, thanks for watching, stay safe, and take care.